Yo, what's up everyone? Back for this Monday slate. Hope you guys all had a good weekend and hope you guys all had a good Father's Day to all the dads that watched this video. Yesterday we just missed out on DraftKings. Had a chance to cash in double ups because Jesse Winker had a huge game, as did Ronald Acuna, and both guys were not popular at all in cash. But FanDuel made up for DraftKings. We're to 194.6 on FanDuel. Matt Adams had a huge game with 54. Just got some huge games from a few pieces like Adams. Winker put up 44 and Betts had 34. So FanDuel was great. DraftKings just missed. But it was a good weekend for both sites because Saturday we swept both slates. So let's keep it going for today. You can drop a like and subscribe. I really like this slate. Just glanced at it for a few minutes. It's one of those slates where you look at it for a few minutes and you know exactly which direction you want to go. So that's always nice when seems like it's one of the easier slates, so hopefully the batters can come through for us, but I really do like this slate. Let's jump right into it. So you can like and subscribe down below, and you can visit the website if you want to join us for the full lineups. At pitcher today, you have quite a bit of options, like Mike Soroka is the most expensive pitcher. I don't mind him, but he doesn't have a ton of upside just because he's not as good of a strikeout pitcher as some of the other guys. And when I'm paying up at 10,000 plus, I really want a guy that has at least is averaging a strikeout per inning, and that is not really the case with Soroka. Is averaging well less than a strikeout per inning, just 60 strikeouts in 70 innings, and some starts he gets pulled kind of early. Like, he gets pulled sometimes before he gets 90 pitches. So I think we can do a little better at this price tag. I don't mind Barrios for GPP. He's not going to be touching him in cash. Castillo, I don't really mind in cash, even though he's at 10,000. Just because this Astros lineup is still much weaker than what you're used to from the Astros. And he has been good all season, been super consistent, even in tough matchups. So I don't mind Castillo here at home. Not going to be playing Lance Lynn at 95. Just can't get over that price tag for him. No real interest in Zach Wheeler. I like Maeda at 9,000. Not going to be playing Chirinos. I just want to take a chance on Mike Clevinger, though. He's making his first start in a while, in over 2 months. He did make quite a bit of rehab starts, and he was really good in his last one. He threw over 5 innings, 5.1 scoreless innings in his last rehab start, so he is stretched out. I think he can go at least 70 pitches. 70 to 80 pitches is what I kind of expect out of him in his first start back. I won't be surprised if they throw more than that just because the Indians pitching staff, they throw a ton of pitches. But unless we get word that he's only going to be limited to like 50 pitches or 60 pitches, I'm going to take a chance on him at 8,700. The price tag is reduced enough to where he can pay off the salary. He was dominant in his first 2 starts, just gave up 2 hits in 12 innings, and he had 22 strikeouts. You know, he was outstanding those first 2 starts. Both were pretty good strikeout matchups here. And he has owned this Rangers team. As you see this lineup here, he's really crushed this team. 0 for 7 for Andrews. Sin-Chu is just 1 for 7. 2 for 8 for DeShields. Guzman's 0 for 6. Mazara's 0 for 4. Pence is 0 for 2. They have like a .133 batting average against Clevinger, and he has insane strikeout upside. So I'll definitely take a chance on him at 8,700. The second guy I like is, I'm going to take a chance on Patrick Corbin here at 8,200. Now, this is going to be dependent on the weather, obviously. It might rain here, but overnight the weather might change because I'm making this video the day before. If the weather changes and it looks good, then I'll be rolling with Corbin. 8,200 is just too cheap for him. He has insane upside. His price tag has come down by over $2,000. It's very rare that you see a pitcher of his caliber have this big of a price decrease, even following a couple of rough starts. All 3 of those starts were on the road, though, but at home he's been a different pitcher. He's been really good at home in Washington, D.C., and I'm hoping this weather can hold up because I really want to play him. If it does not hold up, then I'll probably pivot to, like, Tanaka maybe, or go up a little bit to Maeda. I'll probably go up a little bit to Maeda, or play Tanaka against the Rays. But Corbin at 8,200, he's been great at home this season in Washington, D.C. 2.32 ERA at home. He's gotten in a lot of trouble on the road. He saw the opponents to just a 270 slugging at home. This Phillies team is in a bit of a funk offensively. They just scored 1 run, coming off a disappointing series in Atlanta. Now they get to travel to Washington. They might be a little sluggish. I like Corbin here. He has insane strikeout upside and can easily put up a 30-35 DraftKings point outing and be one of the top pitchers on the slate. So I like him a ton at 8,200. Now I'm just going to show you guys how you can fit in 2 of the best hitters in baseball with these 2 pitchers, and right off the bat your lineup looks stacked. Today, like I said, I know exactly which direction I want to go. I want to attack the Dodgers lefties against Beatty. I want to attack the A's righties against Cashner. I want to attack everybody on the Angels against Edwin Jackson, most preferably the righties. And the Angels get a tremendous power hitter back today. Justin Upton is back today, which I am pumped about. So those are the 3 teams I want to focus on. We're starting off at first base with Cody Bellinger. Probably, he's going to be probably in the conversation, if not leading the conversation in MVP for the National League. Outstanding season. He's still hitting over 350 on the year, an insane amount of power. Can't ask for a better matchup here against Tyler Beatty, who has been destroyed against left-handed hitters, and this Dodgers team has an insane amount of left-handed bats. Even though Corey Seager is on the IL, they still have Peterson, they have Bellinger, they have Muncy. Top 3 guys I would look at on this team, but as you see the numbers for Beatty, just dreadful against lefties, 382 average, giving up a 735 slugging percentage. I think the Dodgers will take him deep multiple times, and I love Bellinger here. You can play him in the outfield too if you want, but Bellinger's been insane this season. Against right-handed pitching at home, he's been very good too, I believe. Just check on his stats, but, obviously Bellinger, tremendous hitter. I really like the Dodgers stack today, all the lefties, and can't go wrong with a guy like Cody Bellinger, who's hitting 365 against right-handed pitching with 13 bombs. At home, he's batting 398. Like I said, great at home. He's almost batting 400 at home. With 14 of his home runs have come at home, and he has an insane 333 ISO against righties, only a 14% strikeout rate, and just hits the ball in the air a ton. Absolutely love him here at first base. At second base, going to give you guys a value option. So if you're going to be paying up at pitcher like I am, 2 $8,000 pieces, 2 $8,000 players, and going to get 2 of the superstars in baseball in this video, we're going to have to go cheap at second base, and I got the guy that I like a lot. Look at how far I'm scrolling. I probably have to scroll through at least 150 names here before we're passing a bunch of guys that haven't even played yet this season. But then we get a guy in Texas here at only 2,700, Jason Kipnis. He hasn't been great this season at all. I think he had a good game yesterday, but it's just a really good spot for him against Lynn in Texas for that cheap. Even if he puts a bagel, it's not going to kill you at a $2,700 price tag. You get guys at bagel at like $4,000. But I do like the spot for him just because Lynn is much worse against lefties. And Kipnis, as bad as he's been this year, he still bats cleanup. And Lynn has given up a 291 average to lefties, a 430 slugging. And career-wise, Lynn has been much worse to lefties with a 265 average given up and a 429 slugging. And Kipnis, as you would expect, is much better against righties. And he has he's some pretty good numbers against Lynn. I think he's 2 for 5. It's a small sample size, but a couple hits, I'll take that. And he does have some power. He's been hitting quite a bit of fly balls, and he has a little bit of speed as well. So 2,700 for a cleanup hitter in Texas with a 5+ total. I like Kipnis a ton. In the outfields, we're going to go Mike Trout here, 5,600 for Trout. I absolutely love him here against Edwin Jackson. I mean, how can you not? He has double dong upside. He's been crushing right-handed pitching this season. And I think he can really do some damage here against Jackson. And Jackson has gotten destroyed against righties this season in limited sample. And Trout has 2 bombs off of Jackson in just 6 at-bats. Trout, the best hitter in baseball, best player in baseball, has a 285 average to righties this year, 13 bombs. Doesn't strike out that much, 16%. He has a very high walk rate at 21.5, 333 ISO, a 182 WRC plus. Just really feel like he can do some great stuff here against Edwin Jackson. The Angels don't strike out at all as a team, and Jackson has really struggled. Just keeping the ball in the ballpark this season. I feel like the Angels will put contact almost every at-bat. And this season, Jackson's given up a 933 slugging to righties with a 417 average. I love the spot here for Trout at 56. And last but not least, I'm going to go with Justin Upton, who's making his return off the IL today. He's going to be hitting right in the heart of the lineup. An insane amount of pop for Justin Upton. And he looks like he already has his timing down in his last start in AAA. in his last rehab start. He went 4 for 5 with 2 home runs and a double. So obviously it's a different spot here facing major league pitching, but Edwin Jackson's not much different than a minor league pitcher this season. Might be even worse than your average minor league pitcher. Upton has an insane amount of power against righties. I think 3 straight seasons where he's hit over 30 bombs. And last year he was reverse splits, where he had 25 of his 30 home runs came against righties. And he hit 277, so a ton of power for Upton. He had a 232 ISO against right-handed pitching last season. I absolutely love Justin Upton here at $3,900. And you still have $3,800 left to fill it out. Like I said, this lineup looks amazing. This build looks amazing. Feel really good about this slate. So if you enjoyed the video, you can drop a like and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next video.